For today's example, we're going to use a commonly used target to increase appointments from inbound inquiries. I'm going to call this booked conversions. Now we're going to enter our statement. This is how the target would commonly be written. Again, we'll keep this very simple for this example. Increase booked appointments from inbound inquiries. Now we can continue to the lens and the target frame. In the target frame, you'll be asked across 5 lenses to break down your target. We start with intent. What specific change is this target committing to create? Well, in this case, it's committing to create an increase in the number of appointments booked from inbound inquiries each week. Now, the each week indicates that this is going to be an ongoing state. It's not a one-time event. And the kind of change, looking at the increase in the number of appointments here, is a result. Next, we move to our second lens and control. What part of this change is genuinely within this role's control? So in this case, we're going to have control around handling the inbound inquiries and scheduling and schedule appointments directly. So this is a direct control. What specifically causes this change to happen? So the mechanism describes the individual events that take place that are going to cause the expectation to be realized. Here, answer inbound inquiries, qualify the lead, and book the appointment during the interaction itself using a standard script. They're all specific actions, so we're going to declare specific actions, and we're going to move to evidence. What evidence should exist and by when to show this is working? Well, in this case, we're going to say that call logs will exist along with appointment records showing inquiries handled and appointments booked. That describes activity. So that is the kind of evidence that we expect to see. And then finally, our last lens is expectation. This really brings us full circle. Our expectation is to increase booked appointments from inbound inquiries. And that is going to be result based as we're looking to see an increase. Now we're ready to take this upstream, and then we can examine the structure before anything is executed. Okay, in this case, the structural result is returned as solid. What that means is the outcome is connected to something that sits within direct control. The mechanism describes what actually happens, and the evidence allows the activity to be seen. So this isn't about whether the target is good or bad, it's about whether the structure underneath it can support the outcome. As this is our first run of the target, we may wish to run an alignment check as it flags here. This ensures that the declarations we made match the written wording we provided. So we're going to run alignment. In this case, they are aligned, and so no realignment is recommended. We can return to the examination result. Now, when that structure holds like this, the target can be finalised with clarity about what's actually carrying the outcome. So we can mark it as finalised and exit back. Now we've got a finalised target that is ready to carry the weight.